Today, we're diving deep into the world of one of the most majestic and gentle giants of the dog kingdom, the Mastiff. You've probably seen these colossal canines and wondered what it's really like to live with one. Are they all just giant couch potatoes? What's their history? Well, you're in the right place, because we're about to cover everything you need to know about these incredible dogs. Let's start with a little trip back in time. The Mastiff, or as it's often known, the English Mastiff, has a history that's as massive as its size. We're talking ancient origins here. Their ancestors are believed to have been brought to Britain by Phoenician traders as early as the 6th century BC. These early Mastiff-type dogs were so impressive that even Julius Caesar mentioned them in his accounts of invading Britain. In 55 BC, he was apparently quite taken aback by their bravery and strength in battle. Throughout history, they've worn many hats: war dogs, estate guardians, hunting companions for big game, and even arena fighters in ancient Rome. It's a pretty intense resume, right? But despite this formidable past, the breed we know and love today was refined in England to be a noble and gentle guardian of estates. They were so prized that at one point, owning a Mastiff was a privilege reserved for the nobility. Now, let's talk about what first captures everyone's attention: their size. Mastiffs are truly one of the largest dog breeds in the world by mass. A fully grown male can easily weigh between 160 to 230 pounds, and sometimes even more. Females are a bit smaller, usually ranging from 120 to 170 pounds. They stand tall, with males reaching at least 30 inches at the shoulder. They have a powerful, muscular build, a large, wrinkled head, and a distinctive black mask on their face. Their coat is short and comes in beautiful shades like fawn, apricot, and brindle. That droopy, jowly face with those soulful, kind eyes is just classic Mastiff. It's a look that says, "I'm a big softie," and honestly, it's not wrong. But that droopiness comes with a side of drool. Yes, let's just get that out of the way. If you're considering a Mastiff, you have to be prepared for drool. It's part of the package, and you'll find it on your clothes, your furniture, and sometimes even your ceiling. So, what about their personality? This is where the term gentle giant truly comes to life. Despite their intimidating size and history as guardians, Mastiffs are known for their docile, good-natured, and loving temperament. They are incredibly loyal to their families and form very strong bonds. They are patient and gentle, especially with children, earning them a reputation as wonderful family pets. They seem to have an innate understanding that they need to be careful around smaller, more fragile beings. However, they are still natural guardians. They aren't typically aggressive, and they don't bark excessively. Instead, a Mastiff will often just place its massive body between its family and a perceived threat. Their sheer presence is usually enough to deter any intruder. They are courageous and protective when they need to be, but they're not looking for trouble. They'd much rather be snoozing on a comfy spot on the floor. Speaking of snoozing, let's discuss their energy levels. You might look at this giant dog and think they need a huge field to run in all day, but you'd be surprised. Mastiffs are relatively low-energy dogs. A moderate daily walk and some light playtime are usually enough to keep them happy and healthy. They're not built for long-distance running or intense agility courses. In fact, you have to be very careful with their exercise, especially when they're puppies. Their bones and joints are growing rapidly, and too much high-impact activity can cause serious damage. So, short, leisurely walks are the way to go. Inside the house, they are masters of relaxation. They love nothing more than to find a soft, cool spot to lie down and observe the family's activities. They're professional nappers. Don't be surprised if your Mastiff's favorite activity is being a very large, very furry rug. Now, what about training? Mastiffs are intelligent and eager to please, but they can also have a stubborn streak. It's not a defiant stubbornness, but more of a "I need to think about it for a minute" kind of attitude. Early socialization and puppy training classes are absolutely crucial. You need to expose them to many different people and sounds from a young age to ensure they grow up to be well-adjusted, confident adults. Positive reinforcement techniques work best. These are sensitive dogs, and harsh training methods will only backfire and damage your bond with them. Consistency and patience are key. Remember, you're training a dog that will soon be larger and stronger than you, so establishing good manners and leash skills early on is not just important, it's a matter of safety. A Mastiff pulling on the leash isn't just an annoyance, it can be a real problem. Let's touch on health and care. Like many giant breeds, Mastiffs have a shorter lifespan than smaller dogs, typically around 6 to 10 years. They are prone to certain health conditions that potential owners should be aware of. The big ones are joint issues like hip and elbow dysplasia, as well as a heart condition called dilated cardiomyopathy. Another serious life-threatening condition to be aware of is bloat, or gastric torsion. It's a condition where the stomach twists, and it's a medical emergency. Owners should learn the signs and take preventative measures, like feeding smaller meals and avoiding exercise right after eating. Regular vet checkups are essential to catch any potential issues early. Grooming-wise, they're pretty low maintenance. There are short coat sheds, so a weekly brushing with a rubber curry comb will help manage the loose hair and keep their coat healthy. And of course, regular nail trims and ear cleaning are a must. So, is a Mastiff the right dog for you? This isn't a breed for everyone. You need space. While they don't need a massive yard, they do need room to stretch out inside the house. An apartment might feel a bit cramped for a fully grown Mastiff. You also need to consider the cost. Everything is bigger with a Mastiff. Food bills, vet bills, bigger beds, bigger toys. They eat a lot. A high-quality diet is crucial for their joint and overall health, and that can be expensive. You also need to be a confident patient leader who is committed to training and socialization. But if you can provide all of this, what you get in return is immeasurable. You get a devoted, loving companion who will guard your home and your heart with unwavering loyalty. Living with a Mastiff is like having a giant, furry, drooly shadow that adores you. They are calm, dignified, and incredibly loving. The bond you can form with one of these gentle giants is truly something special. They leave a huge paw print on your heart, and life is never quite the same after being loved by a Mastiff. Thanks so much for joining me today to learn all about the magnificent Mastiff. They are truly one of a kind. If you've ever owned a Mastiff, I'd love to hear your stories in the comments below. What do you love most about them? And if you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about other amazing dog breeds, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe so you don't miss our next one. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.